Hi you guys, it's Karen again from Loverland. Really rolls off the tongue, doesn't it? Anyway, I just want to do a quick video because as I'm trying to figure out what my content is going to be for videos, which is funny that I even have to like think about it because all I do is talk about gardening. But somehow now the camera's rolling and jiggling, or the camera's potentially rolling, I'm like, I got nothing. Deer in the headlights, totally. So I'll figure it out. I know I will, but I thought in the meantime I would just do a video or two or whatever it ends up being to kind of just let you guys get to know me a little bit. So today I thought I would take you outside and show you my gardens. I don't have a tripod yet. You're literally on top of a basket, a food scale, and a plastic container of cashews. And there's a tomato behind you. I'm serious. Anyway, so I don't have a tripod yet. I'm going to get one. I have a new phone coming, one of the new bendable phones, and I think it's going to have a really good camera. And so if it does, then I'm going to get the tripod and all that kind of stuff for that. And so you won't be like, bleh, when you watch my videos. But before we go outside, I want to just take a second to thank everybody so much. You know, not just my friends and family who are kind of like obligated to be nice to me because, right? But everybody on Ray's page. I mean, not everybody, but so many people from his page. You know, I wasn't expecting it. I did tag him with his permission to put that video on his, or tag him, right? So I figured somebody over there, you know, maybe some of the people that I talk to a lot over there would watch it, you know, just to be supportive. But I mean, people that I don't know at all. And you guys have just been so incredibly helpful and supportive, and oh gosh, and to everybody who told me to turn my camera sideways, thank you so much. Hopefully there are no bars here. Anyway, I just really wanted to say thank you. I wasn't expecting it, and it was a really nice surprise when I woke up in the morning after that night that I posted it, whatever, 2 nights ago. So anyway, that's it for now. Let's go outside and I'll show you what's going on. Oh, before I go out there, I wanted to say too that just beware, or not beware, but this is my disclaimer, is that this is obviously, we're September 25th, so this is the time of year where everything kind of looks like crap. Had I known I was going to do this sooner, I would have taken a very nice, pretty video for you, but you're going to see like dead cucumbers and blah, 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 but it's really more to show you the layout, not so much the plants that are all, you know, circling the drain. So anyway, let's go outside and check. Okay, so this here is my first original bed. I'm all shaky, sorry. This was it's a 3x6 bed that we got, my husband and I got at Sam's Club in 2011. And I had never gardened before, and it was the funniest thing. It was like paint by number. Sorry, I can't hold still. It was like a paint by number because it had this like garden fabric on it with pictures of vegetables and seeds and little holes in the middle of the pictures. And you poked the seeds through the holes and watered it, and then as things came up, you would know what your plant was because you're clueless. Anyway, this is about, I don't really know, 75 feet from my house. I have no idea why we put it here in the North 40, but we did. And so consequently, you know, I didn't even know how often to water. I just thought like, you know, every 2 weeks or so. I got one cucumber out of the deal, and that was it. Nothing. So anyway, that was my original bed, and it was way before I knew I was going to love gardening, and now it's my strawberry bed, which it seems to like, and it has chicken wire on it, which is ugly, but it keeps the birds out, except for the one time 2 got trapped inside and I had to let them out. Anyway, that was my first garden. Now we're going to go over to the next one. All right, this is the next bed. This was the started my evolution into becoming an actual gardener. I had watched a documentary in early, probably March of 2012, and it's one that many people have watched. I won't go into it, but anyway, it freaked me out when I got a dose of reality, and so I asked my husband if we could use this area, which used to be all landscaped, if I could have this spot, a little 10 by 10 garden to, and I thought that was huge at the time. I was like, oh my gosh, I have a 10 by 10 garden. Holy cow. Anyway, this is I went away, actually. I went back to California to visit my family, and when I came back, he had this little thing built for me. Fly. With a little gate and chicken wire, and it was really special. So even though you're going to see here in the next clip, I have a much larger garden that's my main garden now, this one is a very special spot for me, and always will be, and I'll always have this one little garden. The other thing about it is it's right next to my house. I'll just show you. There's the house. So it's just right off the kitchen, and that would be a piece of advice I would give any new gardener. When you're new, it's very easy when you don't know what you're doing to just, like, out of sight, out of mind. So I would highly recommend that you keep your gardens close to you. So we have some stuff still growing in here. That's where that garlic, surprise garlic, was the other day. Chard's doing great. I've chopped it down a couple times and it just keeps coming back. We have about 9 bazillion carrots in here, and they're doing really well. These are my beans, and I don't know if you can tell, but they're getting these yellow leaves on them, and I really don't know why, and I haven't looked into it. There's some more beans over on the other side of this little 10 by 10, but and there's actually beans in here. Look. I only did 3 plants, so I don't know what I was thinking. Like, I'm not going to feed a family with that. But anyway, and then I have sugar snap peas growing in here. Those are a great fall crop, and then you don't think you can see it, but way down there, there's some little seedlings coming out. There's a row here and here. This one is arugula, and this one is spinach. Again, some other good fall crops for when you live in a very seasonal place like I do. Anyway, this is the 10 by 10, and when I talk about the 10 by 10, now you know what I'm talking about. Okay, this is the final bit of garden area. In last year, in the spring, I decided I wanted to do raised beds. I was tired of in-ground gardening. It just, again, we have just clay here. I have grasshoppers on me, sorry. We just have solid clay here, and no matter how much you amend the soil, it still just, it has problems. So I built these, and I really wanted cedar because I read that was the best, it would last the longest. And so when I went to go price it, these, by the way, are 4 by 24 foot beds. You guys have seen pictures and whatnot. But when I went to go price it, the wood for it, I realized, yeah, I don't have $3,500 just, rattling around my pocket. So I searched and searched, and I finally just got really lucky, and there was this mill down somewhere in Denver that had all of these 2x4s, 12-foot 2x4s, and they're cedar, but they were, some of them were bowed, and they were going to use them for railing, like for staircases or whatnot, and they couldn't because they were bowed. They weren't terribly bowed, some were, but we just cut those. But I got them for a steal. Instead of paying $3,500, I paid $350 for all this wood. So, and then I built them myself. My husband and my son helped me, but you can see the design. There's a 4x4 there to support. And then I have either 4 or 5 2x4s. And then in the middle of them, because they're 24 feet long, at the 12-foot mark, we made these braces. And there's one of these at the bottom, and then this one here up top. And so it's pretty secure. And this brings me to my awful looking tomatoes. I'll take you over here first. As you can see, this is a plant that was pretty exposed in that frost we had, and it has blight. And no, I'm not dealing with the blight anymore. It's just going to be what it is. I'm also, the crickets, not crickets, grasshoppers are completely obliterating these plants. So this is what I got going on. They're just having a field day. But it's still producing. For example, that's a new, I can't get it in the sun, but anyway, that's a brand new fruit. And I need to come out here and harvest, but there's definitely plenty left to be had out here. Why can't I see this in my camera? There we go. There's some tomatoes. Again, this is northern Colorado, so we don't have the longest season in the world. But I start my tomatoes in the house in December or January. This is a lovely video I'm taking. Anyway, look at that. It's really much more red than it looks in this video. There. I start my tomatoes in the house, and then I put them out as soon as I can, which this year wasn't until June 2nd, I think. And I will talk about that more when the time comes. But I just wanted to give you a little tour, and it's really uneven ground out here, sorry. These are the tomatillos that also have gotten obliterated by, I just stepped in dog poop, by the grasshoppers. I mean, I can't believe what they do. It's a trip. They just eat them. This didn't do so well on the frost. These are the Toma tomatoes. Yeah. Because they're right next to the tomatoes and these are open pollinated. I didn't really get tomatillos. I got these. We don't know what they are. But if they ripen and they're yummy, I'll save the seeds and grow them again. And then there are some little ones, real actual tomatillos around here. This is really hard to do. See, it wasn't in there, but I can feel this is like hollow, so I don't know what the heck's going on. We have, what is that called? Artichokes. That, I need to pick them off there. Basil, that is, it's all gone to flower. Nothing I can do about it. I mean, because I waited too long. This is the potato bed. It was the potato bed. Now it's just a weed bed, but that's because we already harvested everything out. My sister helped me. She did most of it, actually. This was a fantastic pumpkin patch, or pumpkin plant, not patch. That one is rotted underneath. Not sure about that one. There were 12 pumpkins. I don't know where they went. And there's squashes and watermelons that I got eaten. Oh, look it. Let's go see what happened. Something keeps coming out here at night and trying to eat. They scratch and scratch and scratch at the watermelon, so I just stopped watering them because they're already punctured. Well, look, apparently I got a watermelon, and it looks like it was delicious. That watermelon right there was over here, so whatever, oh look, see? Whatever ate it, dragged it over here. They had fun. Good for them. I'll protect them next year because apparently they're delicious. This was the cucumber bed that wouldn't stop. Now I know how Ray feels when he's outside talking and he thinks about how his neighbors are like, why does he go outside talking to himself? Luckily my neighbors aren't super close, but I'm sure they can hear me. Anyway, this was the cucumber bed. And I got more than I could possibly have asked for. Same with the tomatoes. Here's the back side of the tomato wall. Tomato hedge goes all the way down there. And yes, these are the 99 tomatoes. There are 99 in here, and I know it kind of looks like, how could you fit 99 tomatoes in there? I'm going to explain that in another episode, so don't worry just yet that I'm making up stories. I'm not. And down here, last thing, is another bed of carrots that I clearly need to thin a little, but I haven't. And these are the Tokyo green onions that Ray sent me seeds for. So thank you, Ray. They're doing great. I'll water them later too, so don't worry. Anyway, that is it. Okay, so that's it. That's the tour. And I just rewatched these videos and they're so shaky and I'm so sorry. Just hang in there. I promise I'll get a tripod. Anyway, thank you so much again for your support and for watching and for your tips and your advice. Keep it coming because all I know is what I know watching other people's videos. And I know, sometimes you're watching something or looking at something and you don't even know why it appeals to you because you don't know what went into it. So like with Ray, he's a fantastic editor. He has the right equipment. He knows how to talk to the camera, which I clearly don't yet, but I will. I hope. I mean, that's the hope. It is what it is for now, but I really appreciate all of your feedback and please keep it coming. All right, that's it for now. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.